Okay, so if you missed the first live, it's okay. And if this your first time catching this live, that's okay. If it seems like we just coming in the middle of some shit, that's because we is. The first live we got kicked off. So I'm not even gonna start it with, it's imperative that we open up this lecture with the right spiritual energy. Because we already did that. So when somebody's watching this for like the very first time, I want you to see the shit we go through. So you could be like, this is why they gotta go to the website. You feel me? Like, this is why we go to the website. Like, on the ground, I ain't gonna phony kick it in. Come back on like shit never happened. Nah, some shit happened. You feel me? If you just watch, cause nah, y'all gotta understand, everybody don't watch it live. A lot of people, it's more people that actually go back and watch it after we not live than when we actually here live. Y'all see that we'll be here 4,000 live deep in the live. In a day, like the last video got 57 views. The live from the other day had them 60,000 views. That was just yesterday. It ain't been 24 hours. You hear me? Like, so it's way more people that come after. So that's why I'm saying that for those afters who's watching it right now, like, okay, can he just get to the point? No, because you should have called us live. And then you would know why we in this vibration right now. All right, so like I was showing y'all earlier, when you talking Libya, Algeria, Western Sahara, Senegal, Mali, Niger, Chad, Sudan, Ethiopia, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, Tanzania, Kenya, Somalia, Madagascar, Zimbabwe, Zambia, Angola. Look how little they got South Africa. They got South Africa this little, y'all. They funny as hell. They funny as hell, you know what I'm saying? They got South Africa so little. But all that's us. When you talking about Asia, right? When you going down into the Philippines, okay? Vietnam, that's us. When you talking China, Japan, now you talking, that's human beings. India, Bangladesh, all that goes, like if you notice, Asia is connected right next to the Middle East. All right, and I got the phone on the charger right now, so I can't show y'all what I'm looking at. But if y'all ass can get on the pull up a world map y'all self and look at the same map I'm looking at. You hear me? Y'all can pull up a world map and look at the same map I'm looking at. You feel me? So, but basically, if you notice on the map, when you do go look at the map, you'll notice that India, like Bangladesh, that's right next to like what's considered the Middle East. Pakistan, Afghanistan, Iran. Alright. So basically India connects into Asia. Okay, so it's right next to Asia. It's on the same continent. You know what I'm saying? Alright, and keep in mind that on these maps, none of these places on the map look like this. I need y'all to hear me clearly, class. I'm gonna repeat it. None of these places on the map that they show us or showed us in school looks like this. Fuck. Okay? None of them. Can y'all still hear me clearly? Drop them nines if y'all can hear me. I just see a bunch of comments going. I want to make sure y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me? I see 8s, so I don't see 9. Okay, there we go. There go 9s. Okay, cool. Thank you. Y'all gotta help me. I'm trying to make sure y'all hear me. I see so many comments floating. I'm like, damn. They asked Liddy again, Liddy again, Liddy and Liddy again in the motherfucking comments. Like, I know they ain't listening. Ain't no way niggas listening. There's too many comments going. You feel me? For niggas to be listening. Nigga, you ain't typing and listening, nigga. You hear me, niggas in class talking. Niggas over talking the teacher. Nigga, yeah, so nigga, you know yesterday. So niggas in the comments probably like, yeah, nigga, so shit, you ain't gonna go, shit, you getting online later, nigga? Yeah, just add me on the game tag. Other niggas in here like, hey, you know, hey, add Shamika underscore 9966. You fine as hell. What's your IG? It's all, I know it's all type of shit going on in the comments because I'm not reading the comments, y'all. You feel me? But I could just imagine. I could just about imagine. Like, ain't no way it's 3,000 people paying attention. Nowhere in history is you gonna get that. Now, it might be 3,000 motherfuckers gathered here today, motherfucker, but that don't mean it's 3,000 motherfuckers in the niggas in here for all type of other reasons. Niggas that met up here. They're not even listening to me. Like, hey, we gonna meet up on the next live and we gonna build, Joe. Like, nigga, y'all can't build, nigga, alone, nigga. We gonna meet up at, yeah, he going live next Sunday, nigga, 3:33. We gonna meet up there, nigga, because I got some shit I wanna hit. Yeah, the Pharaohs, nigga, I told you, yeah, God be hitting it too, but I wanna hit a little deeper for you. You know, niggas in the comments dropping knowledge, like, yeah, you know, cause then, nah, nigga, this ain't new, nigga, Bobby Hemmett said, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I already know niggas all type of energy in the comments today. Hey, man, y'all seen that shit, man? Did y'all just see LaMelo went to the Lakers? I know somebody mentioned it in the comments, shit. And then I know it's other motherfuckers in the comments like, well, y'all shut the fuck up, go somewhere else with that goofy ass shit. We trying to pay attention. It's all, now they arguing. You know what I'm saying? Niggas been arguing since the last live they was arguing. We got live again. Niggas is back in here at each other's throats again. Yeah, nigga, now we back on this live. Now I told your bitch ass in the last live, nigga. Nigga, shut the fuck up when God talking. I'm trying to focus. Nigga, nobody want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all ass crazy, man. I love us, though. I love us, so I would never stop y'all from being y'all. Do y'all in the comments, because I know out of 3,000 motherfuckers, it's at least 600 people listening, for sure. You know what I'm saying? I know out of 3,000, it's at least 600 people listening, for sure. I can't count on the rest, but you in here, nigga, so hey, well, you in here, nigga, you in here. Nigga, here's what it is, nigga. Enjoy yourself, nigga, fucking we in here, nigga. That's all I can say, nigga, you know what I'm saying? You can't even get upset about no shit like that. Like, nigga, do you, nigga, I ain't tripping. Nigga. First off, my weed be too good for me to be tripping about anything. Nigga, I'm like, shit, do you? Nigga, I'ma keep teaching. So look, right? India is right between China and Iran, okay? So at the end of the day, like, what you'll notice, right? Like, if you go look at a map, you feel me? If you go look at a map, you'll notice like that India is like sits in between the two. And India will be considered what? When you talk about India, you talk about once again the human being stock. So majority of China or Asia, all right, is really like the human being stock. All right, now when you talking down in like, they even sell like a lot of like, even in Mongolia and stuff like that, they sell like a lot of skin lightening creams over in Asia. Like they big on lightening their skin too, you know what I'm saying? But like if you go deep down to like Vietnam and the Philippines, you'll see people from Vietnam and the Philippines darker than my complexion, you know what I'm saying? I touched on certain quote unquote African tribes a few lives back. And when I touched on them African tribes, you feel me, like, because we know they wouldn't be called African, but when I touched on them African tribes, I showed you the tribe where all of your modern day Vietnamese and Filipinos got their features from, received their features from. You know what I'm saying? Also, a lot of Asians, because in the human being species, the Caucasian race would be considered like the best version of the human being stock. They go Caucasian, then Asian, then Arab, then Dravidian, and the Mexicans. This is the way that they did it genetically. So, you know, you know, in Asia, they mostly present to you because when you say the term Asia, like we are the original Asiatic individuals. You see what I'm saying? Even the term Asia does not just apply to that little land. Like Asia was one of our names too. We was the original Asiatic man and woman is what they was calling us, all right? But we gods and goddesses, but we are the original Asiatic people. If you want to, even get deeper, you know what I'm saying? But when you think of Asia, they gonna show you Japanese and Chinese people mostly, okay? This is because they are the best representation of the human being stock. And this is why when you get around a lot of Chinese people and Japanese people, they don't really fuck with black people like that. They cling more to the human being stock, you know what I'm saying? And some of them do. And when you do, they fuck with us, they be cool as shit. But then the ones that fuck, like most of them be from Laos or Philippines or Vietnamese, you know what I'm saying? It's some people in Taiwan that fuck with us. It's people, of course it's Japanese and Chinese people that fuck with us. You got duality in all races, of course. But what I'm saying, overall though, you feel me? Overall, they do not fuck with us like that. No different than the Mexicans do. You got some Mexicans that fuck with black people. Hell yeah. I got hella Mexican friends. That's a fact. I grew up with Mexicans, going to school with high school Mexicans, Puerto Ricans. I love them. These my people. Like, you feel me? It was, we had Mexicans and Puerto Ricans that was GDs, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so growing up, I always fucked with them. And I grew up around nothing but Puerto Ricans and Mexicans, so I always fucked with them. You know what I'm saying? And they always fucked with me. But I did see some racist ones, but the ones that was racist was always Mexicans. Like, and they wasn't like flat out. I come up in Chicago, so they wasn't like flat out like racist. It's like how they be down here in the South. But they was racist in the sense of like, you could tell they thought they was better. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why, but they did though. And I noticed even as a kid that like my Puerto Rican homies, they never acted like that. You know what I'm saying? And then I noticed something else because I always pay attention. I noticed that Puerto Ricans and Mexicans didn't get along like that in Chicago. Like they be beefing. You know what I'm saying? Like the Mexicans don't fuck with us. You know what I'm saying? They beef with us and the Puerto Ricans. And then the Puerto Ricans, they fuck with us. And then they be beefing with the Mexicans. Like I was noticing that growing up. So I used to be like, damn, I wonder what that's all about. You know what I'm saying? I always kind of like, what's that all about? But then, as you get deeper, you remember more. Because remember, everything that come across our desk, y'all, is we just being, our memories are being jogged. That's why when I sit here and lecture, like, I don't just jump straight to a point. People that come in here, they be like, jump to a point. I can't jump to a point because I love my people. So if you expected me to just jump to, that ain't a lecture, nigga. The lecture is the whole time I'm live. All of that is part of the lesson. Listen, just because you laughing, motherfucker, you better learn how to read between the lines. Ain't nothing. I might tell it in a way where we can laugh and joke, but I'm always still, it's all gems. So, like, I teach that way simply because of me noticing certain things. Like, and I know how our minds work. Like how we take things in. Like, you just can't, especially when there's new information, right? And like, when we talk about this 8-day portal, this is huge, right? So, I just can't, get on here and just, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker like, huh? What happened? I'm serious. You know what I'm saying? No, like, I got to connect it, you know what I'm saying, on the lower level, because as above, so below. So, it's just my own little genius way of teaching. You feel me? Everybody got their own little thing they do, I got mine, you feel me? But I'm going to get the message across regardless. So, now, when I'm telling y'all to think about all these locations being us, okay? Because you cannot be in a war if you don't know who the enemy is. Period. Okay? You cannot be in a war and not know who the enemy is. And you cannot be in a war and not know who your family is, or who your family at least supposed to be. Okay? So, if you go to war without knowing who the enemy is, then you will only war with yourself and your people. And that's what we've been doing since they took over. We never stopped warring because our souls knew to war because we felt that something wasn't right with the planet. So our souls knew that. But we didn't know where to direct that energy. So you have seen the gods and goddesses warring with ourselves. Physically, by killing each other and talking bad about each other. And then mentally, spiritually, you know, by fearing each other, by wishing the bad, by trying to compete with one another. See, we moving into divine healing energy, y'all. We don't come from pain. We come from true divine love. We don't come from duress and stress, agony. We don't come from that anciently. You don't come from that. You come from respect, morals, dignity. We honored ourselves. We loved our goddesses. We respected them. We put them on a pedestal. Our goddesses loved their gods. You all respected us. You put us on the pedestal. What we have today is a lack of respect from both parties, but it's all due to the fact of the energetic trap set up by the enemy. This is why we, since December 21st, 2020, we went into a whole new energy. We're going through a grand awakening right now. It started August 8th. We're going through the Lionsgate portal. You know, in the energy cycle of Leo. But if you know anything about the sun sign, the sign of Leo, what you gotta know is this: Leo is a fire sign. Okay? Leo is a fire sign. Leo is a fire sign. And not only is it a fire sign, it's a fixed fire sign. So Leo is ruled. Every sign has a ruling planet. Leo is ruled by the sun. So you don't hear me though. Not only is Leo a fire sign, and the Kundalini energy is what? The blue flame, the fire. And we're where the energy is rising, the planet is moving to a higher frequency, but it's a fixed sign, and it is ruled by the sun. You know, out of all the constellations, anciently, the constellation of Leo was the one that the Egyptians used to worship the most, if any. I wouldn't say worship, but they dealt with the energy a lot. They'll tell you that much on Google. You can Google those facts. They'll tell you that much on Google. They won't tell you why, but they will at least let you know that the Egyptians, out of all the constellations, it was the constellation of Leo that the Egyptians and the ancient people, the people of ancient Kemet, you know, they gave a lot of attention to with their energy. Okay? So, why is that important? Going through this Lion Gates portal, why is that important? Because the Kundalini energy is rising on the planet. Okay? So, the Kundalini energy is rising on the planet. You have portals already opening. And we are going through the Lionsgate portal of Leo. All right? And this portal is a portal of Scientific awakening. So what do I mean by scientific awakening? That means because this portal is open. We're going to go through this portal for about between 9 and 19 days. And the length of us going through the portal depends on the way every soul and spirit on this planet reacts to us, reacts to the portal as we go through. If enough people tap into the right frequency, tap into themselves, go within their deepest selves, focus on that, focus on the voices within that everybody knows is there, but nobody likes to listen to. I'll say that again. If everybody goes within and listens to the voices that we all know is there, but nobody likes to listen to, then we'll go through that portal, we'll stay in that portal a lot longer. But if not, we'll only be in there 9 days. But it's a grand shift because certain polar caps and what they call ice walls will completely disappear as we go through this portal. So that ice ring that's around this realm of these 7 to 8 to 9 continents, however many they want to tell you they is, because they're all lying anyway. But remember I told you in the map, we live inside the ice ring. Antarctica is the ice ring around. Okay, these ice walls are breaking down. And you have us in the middle. There's the ice ring around us, which they tell us is Antarctica. All right, and then you outside of that ring, you have more land and more of us, and then they have another ice ring around them. Okay, with more of us on that side, and they're blocked in by ice ring. So we separate into 3. Okay, but the gods and goddesses that are locked in the middle of the ice realm of the realm through ice walls. Their ice wall, which separates us from them, is melting down. And it's going to melt down completely during the 8th. During this little 9-day portal. As we go through. All right. On top of that, many of you will be sent telepathic messages from all type of light beings, elemental beings, gnomes, fairies, trolls, your ancestors, certain extraterrestrial races. A lot of you will be receiving rather telepathic messages. You know, you'll feel different energies trying to connect with you more as we go through this portal. These beings they've been here the whole time. But when you understand physics, the 4 basic solids, liquids, gas, plasma, energy. Remember that. Then you remember that solids vibrate the slowest. So they are, you could see them. But you only can see it because it's vibrating so slow. So the faster things vibrate, the higher they go up in frequency. The less you can see it with the pupils. It take the spiritual eye to see. So many of these beings existed on higher levels of frequency. So you were never able to see them or communicate with them. But barriers are breaking down as we're going through this portal. Also, you have the walk-ins coming in as we go through this portal. What are walk-ins? Walk-ins are souls, some good, some bad, depending on them. But souls who come from different realities, alternate universes, and they come here to help fight in this war. But they need a body, though. So, and then you have some walk-ins, they want to experience what it's like. Like, you know, they've been here since what you would call quote unquote birth. They just a walk-in. And now that we're going through this portal, that soul is going to leave, and then the real soul that needs that body is going to walk into that body. All right, that's what walk-ins are. All right, walk-ins are and because remember, when you come here, you can come here a few different ways. You can come here through what they call the birth canal, which is where your soul and spirit selects a parent, a mom and a dad, and then you go down into that family when the body is ready, which is when the mother waters right before the mother water breaks. All right, that's one way. And another way is to completely transfer your conscience into somebody else's body while they're here. All right, so that you can so basically say it could be one soul in a body, and then a walk-in can come, which is the higher form of consciousness, and come inside that body and help that other soul lead the body to do what needs to be done. Okay, you got that going on. Okay, so you got different versions of the walk-in. You got three. You got, like I said, you got the the souls. Cause I'm trying to break this down, and you know, cause it's not words for everything that takes place on the astral planes. Okay, so a lot of the things that take place on the quantum level or the astral level, certain things don't have words for them. You can only experience them. So when I'm trying to put words on certain experiences, I'm trying to find these low vibrational ass words that came from the alpha beta system to apply to something that's so advanced so that you all can understand what I'm saying. Okay? But it's all based around energy. All right? It's all about understanding energy. It's all about understanding just the basic physics, like the basic physics, like just the basic four phases of matter, because then you can understand what's going on with the walk-ins. All right? You can understand that you have certain entities and certain souls that just, these beings are beyond what you can, beyond what any word that you have on this realm to describe their attributes, because they're just that powerful. Okay, they're just that powerful. Pretty much, that's the best way to word it. Okay, and these beings are lowering their vibration right now as we go through this portal, just to walk into certain bodies to fight in this war, because that's on the good side of the walk-ins. Like I say, you got some walk-ins coming here to help that other soul that's in the body. So it'll be two whole consciousness in that body. And then you got the walk-ins that's completely walking in. So you got certain souls walking out the body, others walking completely in. You got that one. And then the third form is the what you will call demonic possession form. Okay? So I don't like to say demonic, because demons are what they call the titans that are locked within us. They call them demons, okay? And we have 72 of those within us. These are 72 feminine energies. Once again, you're talking about an energy stronger than plasma energy, so you're going above quantum physics now. And these 72 energies are locked deep within us. These are titans, but the elite call them demons, okay? And they trained us to call them demons, okay? So that we look at them as a bad thing. But this is what they are attacking when they hitting you with the motherfucking V-Dog. With the vax that thing up, you know what I'm saying? When motherfuckers out here vaxing that thing up, you feel me? That's what you're doing. You're altering the genetics. You're altering the DEA, which they don't talk about. That's why you can't find it. You can't look up, you can't Google deoxyetheric acid. No fucking way, nigga. You ain't gonna find that except in medical books that are hidden in the Vatican. See, they lied to the lawyers and they lied to the doctors. So therefore, if you're a doctor and you're sitting in here, even you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about when I say DEA. Because you're like, well, I see no medical proof of it. But I can show you in your medical research where you see all the proof of DEA, but they lied to you and told you it was DNA. And look at ours and go look at a different species and you'll see a complete different group of chemical bonds and subcompact energies with different attributes gathering in a whole different way under a microscope. When you look at our genomic structure and you go look at the genomic structure of the human beings, all right? So at the end of the day, fuck you and your goofy ass books that they gave you at whatever medical school you went to in America, because they lied to you in your medical school. So you don't know shit. You have you have a degree in not knowing shit. That's what you have a degree in. All right, they lied to you. So you sat through 12 years of medical school for them to lie to you. You see what I'm saying? So that's what happened. But don't feel bad, it did it to everybody. But I'm just being honest with you. So that's probably why you're like, DEA, deoxyetheric acid. He has to be making this stuff up. But I'm not though. That's why it's certain things that take place that the medical field you can't describe. It's called a phenomenon. Y'all be like, we don't understand how that's happening. Even in basic athletics, like long before they make it to the professional side and they get cloned and replaced and all that, on the collegiate or high school level, just athletically, y'all can't understand the shit we do. I'm like, how the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So that's that, and it's a difference. That's DEA. That's the difference. The DEA is the difference. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. You know what I'm saying? That's the missing ingredient. Any doctor that's listening and you watch these lives and you know you study forever and you've been trying to figure out forever what's the fucking missing ingredient. Why some shit don't make sense that you was taught in your medical school. The missing ingredient is they're lying to you.